It means a lot, just the journey I've been on the past couple of years and, just all the self-doubt and questioning things. But finally, just that full circle moment of, getting back to, deep down where I knew I could be and just being consistent every 5 days and, finally showed this past month. So very honored for the award, but, we still got another month of baseball left. So just trying to continue that and continue just to give my team a chance every time I'm out there.
You talk about another month of baseball. How important is it for you personally to finish strong?
Oh, it's huge, I think that saying, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. So you always try to focus on, a strong finish, just taking it day by day and focusing on the the controllables and, like I said, just being consistent every time I'm out there.
Because you're pitching for a team that's not in contention, does it mean even more that you've been recognized around the country as for this award?
Yeah, you definitely could say that. I'm just glad, like I said, just keep repeating it. Just glad to be consistent for this team. Had a down year this year. We didn't meet expectations, but we still gotta go out there and play hard, play for each other, and continue just to play the game the right way. So at the end of the day, I'm very happy, very honored, but the fact that I can compete for this team, compete for the guys in this clubhouse, means a lot.
But I just love this story, and we were able to kind of share this story with our team yesterday, because we do have some guys here that are maybe not having the years that they want in some ways, and need to bounce back in a lot of ways next year, but just kind of thinking about and telling them about the Trevor Rogers stories, about everything that this guy went through in 2021. I think he was an all-star, right? Or probably should have been if he wasn't, but he was. Electric arm, electric results, injuries, just whole career in a lot of ways kind of 1 foot on the cliff, 1 foot off, right? Comes here and a lot of negative publicity here for him in Baltimore. The fans weren't happy. The Baltimore Orioles, it was a big deal for us. We needed him to perform. He just wasn't quite himself. He goes out, he gets himself fixed this winter and gets hurt again, comes back, comes to Boston, and throws 7 or 8 scoreless, I think is what it was incredible, and then goes back to the minor leagues for like 4 or 5 weeks. It was a long time in the minor leagues, and to see him kind of come out on top of all the adversity that he had, it's awesome for Trevor, and it's a great lesson to learn for a lot of our guys who maybe aren't doing what they want right now.